And now I'm with Mr. Charlie, one of our guest speaker in CISW Virtual Summit 2020. Charlie, could you please talk about your topic just a little for the audience?
Sure. Thank you for having us. Michael Doyle from Saren Manop Doyle and I have really enjoyed preparing for this conference, specifically on the regulation and the re-regulation of cannabis here in Thailand, which really puts it at the forefront of ASEAN, if not all of Asia. When we think about that landscape for investors or operators or advisors coming into Thailand, the two or three things that we have going for us, in addition to the recent legal framework, is we have a government that's very focused on medical tourism, wellness tourism, but also the regulatory framework that supports that. These are strategic core industries that are incentivized for investment. Cannabis is currently not incentivized, but there's enough other good activities going on in medical, particularly in the pharmaceutical. The other thing that you have going for you is we have fantastic tourism alternatives here with we had 40 million tourists last year, and that's only going to build post-COVID. And I think the cannabis story will be an important part of that as Thailand not only attracts investment and as the industry grows, but also we really become a leader in cannabis, particularly medical cannabis. I think that is really going to be driven by three factors. One is the continued leadership of the government, the incentives that I was mentioning. They have stated that this is a medical hub. That's manifest in the EEC, the Eastern Economic Corridor, but really all of Thailand, up north, down in the low country, etc. Number two is we do need to be friendly. Thailand needs to be friendly to investment, foreign investment particularly. And then number three, I think to be that hub, I think the accolades that we've received in medical tourism, we should keep that very high standard with regard to cannabis and not try to shortcut it. I think that's why this roughly 3.5-year window is sort of a test ground that Thailand can kind of get as many of the unknowns maybe out of the place, so we really set ourselves up for the long term. So yes, hub is definitely a reality. It's possible.
So the last, I would like to ask you to invite all the audience to join our summit.
Yeah, I think the Cannabis Investment Summit World, with obviously you have a dozen or so speakers here from Thailand, but really when I was looking at the breadth of the speakers globally, as well as academics, scientists, you've got business people, capital, producers, people that have been in the industry for 20 years, people that are relatively new. We do investment. We try to de-risk that investment from both a real estate and operating standpoint, working with good lawyers and others. So please come next week. It'll be fantastic. Cheers.
Thank you so much, Charlie.
Okay.